Campaign finance reports for Virginia elections this fall came out last week, and it looks to me like Hanover County Interim Sheriff Greg Six has broken the law yet again. At this point, if he can't even follow simple laws during the interview process, why would we give him the full-time job of Hanover County Sheriff? Let's break it down. Former Hanover County Sheriff David Hines announced his retirement from the position on January 6th, and that was effective March 31st. Colonel Hines was about halfway through the term that he was elected to in November 2023. His second in command, Greg Six, was announced to be the interim sheriff until the special elections for the rest of that term could occur on November 3rd, 2026. So all this year so far. 2 weeks after announcing his retirement, David Hines's campaign committee transferred almost $21,000 to Greg Six's campaign committee, which had not yet been announced to anyone. This donation was the legal start of Colonel Six's campaign. You can't accept money for a campaign without your campaign being active, and so that donation really started the clock on Colonel Six having to abide by campaign finance laws, all the campaign conduct laws. Colonel Hines's transfer of his campaign account is totally legal, and Colonel Six accepting that money by itself is totally legal. What isn't legal, though, is Colonel Six's failure to disclose the fact that he received that money. He should have disclosed that fact by April 15th, which is when the campaign finance disclosure for January, February, and March is due. It looks to me like the colonel is mistakenly following the campaign finance guidelines for years that you're not being elected. That's confirmed by a couple of pieces of information on his registration forms. He marked 2027 as the date of the election he's running for, so in his mind, 2026 is not a year in which he needs to file election year type documents. However, the Virginia Department of Elections says he's wrong. It says that special elections have to follow the same campaign finance disclosure schedule as the general elections that are being run at the same time. So the interim sheriff has filed his campaign finance paperwork for the wrong election and has completely missed a required disclosure way back in April. And all of this is after he announced his candidacy on official county social media and after he's announced a series of town halls that feature him heavily but are explicitly not campaign events.